Yeah. Ooh, man, it's your boy Swa, aka Francis, aka Frank, the King, the motherfucking legend himself, KXE4. Man, follow me on Snapchat at DonSwa, DONSUA. Follow me on Instagram as well at Suave Swa, that's SUAVE period SUA. Man, and we're back up in this fucking shit, man. So, it's been a minute since I last made a video, and I told myself that I was trying to be more consistent with these videos and whatnot. And I know I've only uploaded one, but like definitely I'm gonna keep doing these videos. Um, Man, like there's been so much I want to talk about, especially when it comes to like Runescape private servers, and I do want to talk about a whole bunch of like life shit as well too. You know what I'm saying? Just to get niggas thinking a little bit. Like a lot of people be on that bullshit stuff like that. They just like to watch shit just rot your fucking brain. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay to watch that shit every now and then, but like every now and then, like you need to get like a little daily dose of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Even if my shit isn't fully like accurate, at least you can sit there and think about it yourself and come up with your own conclusion. You know what I'm saying? And that's more than enough just to get your brain fucking working. But let's just get to this fucking topic, alright? So today I decided that I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about RuneScape private servers. Alright, and my take on private servers. Me personally, right? I used to be a huge fan of them. I still kind of am, kind of not. It depends on the private server itself. Many like myself and like many of my friends, we are all for pre-EOC, and we always talk about it. And we always claim that if pre-EOC ever came back on the actual game, like RuneScape itself, we will all play that shit, no life it, PK on it, all that good shit, right? And I predict that it's never going to happen, honestly. I honestly do not think that Jagex will, create a pre-EOC game. Now, they claim that the file wasn't there or whatever, and the only file that they had, the only backup file that they had was a 2007 file or something like that. And I think that's utter bullshit, because when that poll came out, right? When the poll came out, right, there was no option for pre-EOC. It was either play, like literally your option was play 2007 RuneScape, play RS3, or quit the game. You know what I'm saying? And those were the only option. It's kind of funny because the thing is, right, they were able to find this file like I think a week or 2 weeks after OScape had announced that, or O7scape I believe it was what it was called. It was like a private server, and they claimed that they're gonna recreate old school RuneScape to how it was back in its like glory days and all this other shit. Honestly, and niggas were like all on board on that, and they had like 200,000 people or 20,000 people sign like a petition saying that they'll play it or some shit. I don't know. It was some shit like that. And then all of a sudden, Jagex was like, "Fuck! Well, there goes all our customers. Well, let's see if we can try to beat them to the punch." And so, of course, that happened. And then 07scape just kind of said, "Well, fuck. There goes our master plan." And that's the thing. It's so funny. Now all of a sudden we have this OSRS version of RuneScape that's not really OSRS, and it's just kind of funny to me. Like, to be honest, the way how I see it with the private server scene, man, like, there's no point in playing OSRS private servers because Jagex already dominates that market. There's no point in playing RS3 private servers because Jagex dominates that market as well. The only market that Jagex is not dominating is RS2, aka pre-EOC. Any revision that's like 6.14 up to like the 7.18, right? They are not dominating that revision, right? And I personally believe that the 7.18 revision is the most dominant revision of all of RuneScape. You know what I'm saying? You have mostly like you have all that new content that RS3 had to offer, right? Without the fucking EOC shit. And then you had all the content that like it has all the old school content from back in the day as well still implemented in the game. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting the best of both worlds, honestly. And I've always and until this day I still think that the pre-EOC revision of the game is the best revision of RuneScape. You know what I'm saying? But as I was saying with the whole market shit, like no point in playing OSRS private servers because market's dominated by Jagex. Same with RS3. You know what I'm saying? And these private servers can't guarantee you longevity. You know what I'm saying? The only company that can guarantee you longevity is Jagex. You can play their game, right? And eventually they will shut down. But the thing is, like, would you rather create an account and try to grind this shit and only have your account up for like maybe like 5 or 6 months, or would you rather go ahead and like, you know, create an account, potentially have your account up for like the next 10 or 20 years? You know what I'm saying? My account's 11 years old, you know, on well, shit, actually, yeah, it's about 11 years old. My original account I created back in 2007, I believe, or 2006. I don't know. Okay, the math's not right, but y'all niggas know what I'm saying. It's pretty old. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, there's just no point. It's how I see it, man. And this kind of leads me into kind of thinking about, like, how, you know, separated and how divided the community is as well, too. You know, you go on RuneScape, right? There's 2 different revisions right now. You have players playing old school. You got players playing RS3. You know, already a division right there. Right? Then you have some of the players as well that want to play. They want to play the original game. They want to play that the original game or something like that, right? But they're not really fucking with something on that game. So they're like kind of like looking for that new high, or that new like experience. You know what I'm saying? And so they go leaning towards RSPSs and shit like that. And so they start playing like, you know, old school private servers and RS3 private servers or pre-OC private servers, and that divides the community up even more, because within each of these categories, oh, let's not forget about custom servers too now, and within these 4 categories, right, each category has like, let's say like, they have multiple like versions of the game, you know, like every developer wants to create their own version of that revision, you know what I'm saying? And so at that point, everyone's split up even more. So that's why whenever you log into some of these servers, right, you see like 20 people, 15 people, 8 people, 9 people, 108 people, 200 people. Like, it's just random nonsense, you know what I'm saying? Because there doesn't need to be so many different fucking revisions of the game. But the thing is, like, these developers are starting to see this shit as like like a potential way for them to make money and to become or consider themselves entrepreneurs or whatever the fuck it is that they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think about it. Like, that's literally all it is. It's just like capitalism, you know. These niggas just want to dominate the market, and you can go ahead and you can try to dominate the market and whatnot, but like, you have to understand, right? All these private servers, right? I think most of them fail, and they push, they push the players that want to play like actual RS content like away, if that makes any sense, right? Like, I don't know how many times I've seen like in a lot of release, you know what I'm saying? Or how many times there's been like a soul split release, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is too, right? People are just kind of like taking these games, and they're taking the names as well too that were once successful. And this is a thing that kind of pisses me off as well too. They're literally like copying and pasting someone's hard work, and then they're putting it out there and calling it art, but it's really just dog shit. You know what I'm saying? It really just dog shit, right? And I'm gonna probably throw a clip in here too if you don't understand what I'm trying to say. Okay?
Blue Magic. That's a brand name. Like Pepsi. That's a brand name. I stand behind it. I guarantee it. They know that, even if they don't know me any more than they know the chairman of General Mills.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is when you chop my dope down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%, and then you call it Blue Magic. That is trademark infringement. You understand what I'm saying?
All due respect, Frank. If I buy something, I own it.
No, that ain't true. That ain't
buy
true.
a car and I want to paint it, I can paint the
Yeah, but you don't have to. This is what I'm saying to you, Nick. You don't have to. It's good enough the way it is. You can make enough money off it the way it is just by calling it Blue Magic. Anything more than that is greed, son.
What do you want, Frank? You want me to change the name on it?
I would have to insist that you change the name.
Fine by me, Frank. I'll call it Red Magic.
Even
though that don't sound as good.
I don't give a fuck what you call it. Put a chokehold on the motherfucker and call it blue dog shit. You know what I mean? I don't care. Just don't let me catch you doing this again.
That's what Frank Lucas has had to say about that shit. Like, it's just dog shit. Don't copy and paste someone else's work. Like, if you're gonna claim that you're a good developer, then you will start your shit from scratch and then you post your shit out there. Honestly, here's the way how I see it, right? In terms of private servers, right? Number one private server, in my opinion, is Exiled. Like, just hands down, Exiled. Like, you know, there's none of that other extra shit on there, you know what I'm saying? It's a revision that's not really dominated or anything like that. It's just like, I don't know, it's just a good game, honestly. Like, don't know, my niggas. Maybe I'm just talking out my ass right now. But on the real though, like, you know, these developers and shit like that, don't let these niggas like sway you into like playing their game and shit like that. A lot of these niggas be doing this shit on a daily basis because it's their hustle. But like, don't be stupid about it. Keep it open mind about it. You know, there's no point in spending your money and donating to a private server that's just gonna close in like the next 2, 3, 5, 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no fucking point. You might as well just play the real fucking thing, give Jagex your money, and potentially have your account and play on that shit for the next 10 years. You know what I'm saying? The market is dominated. OSRS market dominated by Jagex. RS3 market dominated by Jagex. All right? They don't dominate pre-EOC market. All right? If you're a developer and you're watching this, recreate the pre-EOC era. Just do it, and I'm pretty sure you will have people follow you. Like, I'm pretty sure of it. I'll follow you. Shit, I'll think you Jesus. But look, man, that's it. I'm done with that rant. I know this shit's kind of crazy. I have to step out real quick. I'm about to get lit. But y'all niggas take it easy. Keep that third eye open, my niggas. Alright, hey, don't forget, follow me on Instagram too at Suave, SUAVE, _SUA. Later.